How are you guys doing today? My name is Anima, and today we have our week 4 TBU match versus Lorenzo, Enzo Poker TV, coach, captain, commander, etc. of the team Swhisskers. We are the Golden State Dragons. Thank you for showing your support to us, to Enzo's team and the TBU League, all of which, all the links and so on will be in the description down below. I highly suggest you go and subscribe to both Enzo and the TBU, especially if you want to keep up with their wonderful, wonderful content. Now, Lorenzo has got a scary team. I know he likes stall. We've brought appropriate stall breakery things and stuff. Well, not necessarily stall breakers so much as a Pokemon, Uniclus, that doesn't care about stall. So looking at his team, it's very, very fat, but I know Uniclus can deal with it once the Victini has been weakened. Before I get too ahead of myself, there will be a question of the day at the end of the video. I'll remind you the like button is a thing that exists. What you do with this information is completely up to you at the end of the video after watching, or you could be a complete and utter rebel and smash that like button for me right now, and I would greatly appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. So, looking at his team, I actually didn't expect Gamefreak to come, even though that's very, very stupid because it's got the Shadow Ball and its stab, and it can destroy lots of my precious psychic types, but we have enough bulk and enough protection versus ghost typing that we're kind of okay. I was thinking about bringing Furfro to this, but I actually missed the deadline. Well, not so much missed the deadline, but didn't really communicate that I wanted to bring Furfro quick enough to this without potentially screwing over my opponent. I don't want to surprise him with like a whoa no Pokemon that he couldn't prepare for, so I didn't bring it. And also we had to have this match early because Enzo's on vacation right now. So he couldn't have had it at the appropriate time. I actually had to have this battle last week, very shortly after battling Freedomion, and then had to battle Hermes. Very stressful week, like 3 league matches in 1 week. Very upsetting. Very stressful indeed. Oh god. So yes, that's why tier stuff. But of course he's organized and managed to get his tier switching shenanigans done because whatever. But yeah, so looking at his team, it's pretty much what I expected, bar the Gamefreak. I know, it was stupid. I knew that the chance he was coming because that's what he swapped out for this week. I thought it would be there in preparation for Greninja. I didn't bring Greninja, I just decided to bring like Medicham and Psyshock and Latios and stuff. You can see the full details of what I decided to bring in the team analysis video for this week. And yeah, he's got some scary threats, but we should be able to pull through as long as we play our cards right and nothing too weird happens. Also, by the way, this is done post-com just because there was like a power cut. It was on the 4th of July that I recorded this, that we were recording this match. And yeah, there was a power cut, so we had to replay like a bunch of the game, and it was like it's a bit touch and go and a bit weird, so I decided to do it post-com just because it'd be a lot smoother and cleaner, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, we're gonna hit play and you guys will see precisely what I saw. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Lorenzo is going to issue that challenge. I decided to lead with Flossie to get my rocks up as soon as possible, as he decides to lead with Victini. So, with the presence of Victini, my priorities change. I do have the Berry to live a grass move, so I'm content with just staying in and going for an EQ as I get Will-O-Wisp. So, the presence of Will-O-Wisp does make me think that this could be a bulky set potentially, but seeing no leftovers on the Victini does make me think otherwise. So right now I'm not completely sure about this Victini. It could be offensive with Will-O-Wisp, but I'm not really sure at all. It could be Life Orb potentially, but then I think it would have stayed in. I don't really know, but either way my Hippowdon is burnt and we go for rocks as the Fortress comes in. So I'm going to go into Big Blue right now, potentially scare this thing out with a Hidden Power Fire, as my opponent decides to go for the Rapid Spin, getting rid of my rocks immediately. Victini cannot stand these rocks, so he has to get rid of them as soon as possible. We're going to go for the Heal Block because his team is horrifyingly bulky, and mitigating any healing that it can do is very, very good for us. But he stays in, goes to the Toxic very fearlessly. He didn't fear Hidden Power at all, Hidden Power Fire at all for some reason, which is great for him because I didn't actually have it. We're going for the Draco Meteor right now and smack this Fortress. It's going to take it very, very well. And this is Life Orb Draco Meteor, and Fortress doesn't have the best special defense in the world, so it could be a specially defensive Fortress, perhaps fearing shit like Greninja, fearing shit like my Latios, and he's going to get up his rocks right now. So I can't really do anything to this. I've got to switch out. I'm going to go into Flossie because I've got the special attack drops. I can't touch this thing. I'll just sit here and slowly die. I could defog potentially, but defog, it's more crippling to his team to have rocks than it is to mine. I know I don't have rocks up right now, but it's good that I switched out into my Hippowdon because we're going to come face to face with this goddamn Victini. And he's going to go for the U-turn. It does a decent chunk of damage, so I'm like, this thing is definitely offensive, right? It's definitely offensive. It's not like some mysterious weird set right now. So we're going to go for the Psych Off. and get very, very, very healthy. And this is very nice as this Kyurem is sitting out here staring at us in the face. Very, very worrying. I was hoping he'd overpredict here. And he does go for the Ice Beam. Unfortunately, no overprediction, but we do manage to survive. Very, very clutch survival and get up our Stealth Rocks. It's so, so important that that happened. It's really important that we managed to get our rocks up. Very, very important. So proud of Hippowdon right now. Oh, Christ. Anyway, we're going to go into Newt Toot. And I'm very scared of this thing because it could potentially be Expert Belt or something like that. I didn't see an item, so it could either be Scarf, Specs, or Expert Belt, but Specs would have killed my Hippowdon. So would have Expert Belt, come to think of it. So we're going to go for the Protect, just to scout if it is locked into something, as he does actually switch out. So we're going to go for the Aromatherapy, just to heal my Latios, because it is stressful having it be Toxic and Life Orb recoil damage at the same time. It's very, very shitty, but he's going to go for the Trick Room right now, and I was like, okay. I have Protect, I can stall this Trick Room out if I need to, but I was worried about this thing potentially nasty plotting, so he's going to go for the Shadow Ball and get the special defense drop, which is just like, bleh, and as I go for the Moonblast, and luckily for me, he actually gets a special attack drop, so this is pretty nice. During our earlier match, these Haxes didn't happen, so during the first time we went through this, this is all replayed up to this point. It didn't happen, so it's pretty interesting that it happened on both accounts to balance it out. So he's going to go for the Nasty Plot, very, very scary, as I go for the Wish because I thought I can take any one hit, even if it is at +2, as long as I have a Wish up, I can recover afterwards. So this +2 Shadow Ball is going to do so much damage, holy crap, as we go for the Moonblast, and it doesn't die. During our first play of this game, it actually did die here, so it's pretty important that it managed to survive. He is going to go for the Nasty Plot just to recreate the events that happened before, because it did actually get taken out, so it is going to get taken out by the subsequent Moonblast, which is pretty nice. So good on Enzo for thinking to go for Nasty Plot twice, which is very, very good of him. And yeah, so we're going to get some lefties, which is pretty nice. And the Twisted Dimensions are going to return to normal, which was a bit irritating for me because the Cofagrigus did die last time, so the Twisted Dimensions would have been actually just like, they would have still been in play, so I would have been able to get off some damage on this Victini, and that would have been really, really, really nice, because if we just got like a little bit more damage off on this thing, it would have died to another switch into rocks. So I'm not really sure how much it really mattered in this crit as well. I don't know how much that mattered. We were on high health, but it is Victini, so lots of iffy situations there, but it's okay. We're going to go into Big Blue right now because of the speed drop. I know I damn well outspeed this thing, even if it is Scarf. And he is going to switch out, go into Glory Hole, the Fortress, as we go for the Psyshock. So this is honestly very nice. So long as we land our subsequent hit, the Draco Meteor, on this thing, it will die and his spinner will be dead, and there's no way in hell I'm going to go for Defog while that gods be damned Victini still exists. So this Draco Meteor does hit and takes out the Fortress. He hits it right in its glory hole. Oh dear. And out comes the Victini again. So now, with this thing's behavior, it's definitely Scarfed. It's going to go for the V-Create right now, and at the low amount of HP I'm at, it's definitely going to take me out, outspeeding me thanks to the Scarf. So this is like, it seems like he's got 2 Scarfers on his team at this point, or we're not really completely sure what item the Kyurem has at this stage. So we're going to go into 8th Wonder of the Medicham, my beautiful, beautiful Mega Medicham, and just going to hit Mega Evolve Bullet Punch right now. We don't have Fake Out because his team is quite stally, just his draft is quite stally in general, so Fake Out wouldn't really be that helpful for us. In my opinion anyway, and we're going to go for the Bullet Punch and take out this Victini, which is very, very nice. Out comes Toothless, who is a threat, who is very scary. I thought, I can live any one hit, maybe, and if he isn't Scarf, we do outspeed, so I stayed in and went for a Drain Punch, but he outspeeds and goes for a Shadow Ball. We live, we barely survive, go for a Drain Punch, and one-shot the Kyurem. I don't know why my Metacham's life seems to revolve around taking down Kyurems in one hit. I don't really know, but I'm not going to complain. So that's very, very nice, very clutch survival from my Metacham here. And out comes this Suicune. I don't want to be set up fodder for this thing if it's like max defense, Crocoon shenanigans. I really don't, so I'm going to switch out into Caboose. Caboose, the friggin' star of the team, coming out for the first time right now as my opponent goes for the Shadow Ball. Thankfully, he doesn't get any drops with it, which is nice. We do manage to eat up that Shadow Ball, which is just so, so good. I'm thankful that my team is bulky enough that if you just pack Shadow Ball to deal with it, it's not going to work. So we do set up a Calm Mind, And basically now the shenanigans can truly begin. So we're at +1/+1. We can take these shadow balls all day, every day, which is extremely nice for us. We go for the recover right now, and you'll notice the Suicune actually went last this turn, which is a bit disturbing because it went for Mirror Coat. Very, very disturbing indeed. But to be completely honest, I was never going to attack it until I could be sure I could very, very cleanly destroy it. Yeah. I wasn't going to attack it until I was at like +1,000,000. So we're going to get up to +2/+2 right now as the Chansey comes in and goes for the T-Wave. So this is very, very annoying. We go for the Infestation just to trap this thing, stop any potential switching shenanigans from occurring. And I know I can set up all over this thing forever. We're going to get to +3/+3 right now, which is very, very nice for us. And at this point, it is starting to look like the game is truly in the bag for us because he can't really do anything to this thing. He can't roar out my caboose, at least yet right now, because we're in here with the trapped Chansey, and that's very nice. When I did see the T-Wave, I got very scared. I thought, what if he's like Serene Grace Headbutt or something? And that scared me to death. But we're going to be able to take these seismic tosses left, right, and center. This bit is very, very sped up because all it is just me trying to set up and this Chansey trying to survive. This Psyshock is going to do a ton of damage, but really, really not that much if you think about it, if you think about how low Chansey's defense is. So we're going to get another Calm Mind. I think we're at +4/+4 right now, and now I feel more comfortable to actually take on the Suicune. So thankfully my opponent is not going to go for the soft boiled and just prolong the inevitable. He's just going to go for the Seismic Toss, which is good on him. And we go for the Psyshock, taking out the Chansey. Very, very nice indeed. And Caboose is the champion of this game, in my opinion. Same with Metachan for surviving. We're going to go for the Psyshock here, as the Suicune goes second this time, going for the Mirror Coat and taking out my Caboose. We were both surprised that the Suicune managed to survive. Well, I'm a bit less surprised because Suicune is a rude bastard and just lives things. We're going to go for the Drain Punch now, outspeeding and killing the Suicune, which is super nice for us. It's going to secure our victory, our 4th win for the TBU. Thank you so much, Enzo, for the challenge. You're a very good battler indeed. Blah, 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 blah. Very, very scary battle indeed. To be honest, when the power cut died, I got really disorientated and felt very, very weird as I was playing after that. So it was kind of disturbing, but we managed to pull through and get the win, which I was very, very pleased by. Enzo, yes, as I said at the beginning, Enzo is the other person who's managed to get 3 wins. So we've managed to become like undefeated as of right now. And that's really great. That's really great for us, but also very frightening because it means people are going to be bringing their A game. And yeah, I think I'm the kind of player, fear drives me to over prepare, so I prepare a lot based on taking people very seriously. So yeah, that's I just wonder what kind of hell we're gonna be witnessing now. Oh boy, we've just hit like the fucking most wanted. You always want to break someone's winning streak, don't you? Oh god. Please! It's very, very scary indeed. But yes, I am very happy with that win. It was very, very, very scary team. Enzo, your team is very scary. So today's question of the day is, what is the most reliable Pokemons, in your opinion? What's been just such a beast and such a awesome Pokemon for you, be it in taking hits, be it in claiming the kills, be it that kind of thing? For me, I'd say one of the most reliable Pokemon I've ever really used is Hippowdon. I really love Hippowdon and Empoleon. I think they are absolute winners. I think they're so good. I really like them together as a core. I don't know if they're the best core together, but I really like them. They're so cool. I really, really like them very much. But I couldn't get Empoleon in this instance because Frito's got it. And yeah, I really, really like them. My beautiful Flossie. Oh god, I just love Flossie. Flossie's been doing all kinds of work in this league right now. Living the Ice Beam was very, very, very important for us. So let me know your responses in the comment section down below. Thank you for supporting the Golden State Dragons. Thank you for supporting Swhisskers. Thank you for supporting the TBU League. We all really, really appreciate it. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do our best to keep undefeated. I hope it can occur, but I just hope so. I'm gonna do my best to prepare and continue to keep preparing for each match. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.